Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Naresh, we can hear you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Sorry for the delay. I think we're almost on time.
Yes. Yeah.
So, shall we start or let's give a minute or so whenever you guys are comfortable?
We can start, Naresh.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you, Masters. Thank you for joining today's session. And in the journey of our 33 days of a journey for Swayam, My Time Season 3, today is day 26. We have already achieved a lot. We have gone through multiple masters talking about their personal experiences. We always considered the first 11 days were for dedicate those 11 days for the beginners who are starting with meditation. The next 11 days for intermediate who have practiced and journeying with us or traveling with us for the past 11 days. And the final 11 days are going to be where we can discuss some advanced topics. So thank you very much. Let us all, sit comfortably, and Master Balaji is going to help us, guide us through today's meditation. And followed with, we will talk and learn and share our knowledge more about pyramid energy today. Thank you very much. Balaji
Good
Garu,
morning.
over to you.
Yes. Thank you, Naresh, for introducing me. And am I audible? Is it clear? Loud and clear?
Yes, Balaji.
Yeah. Thank you. Good morning, my dear friends. Let us all sit in meditation for 40 minutes. Kindly take a comfortable posture, either on a chair or on floor. If you are sitting on a chair, kindly cross your feet. And if you are sitting on floor, kindly squat your feet and clasp your fingers. If you are wearing spectacles, kindly remove them. Now start observing the breath and kindly just close your eyes gently. Start observing the breath which is moving inside and outside. Let the breath be normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, tranquil, shallow breath. Let there be no thoughts in mind, whatever it is. Let us try to make our minds as empty as possible. Let there be no thoughts in mind. If you come across any thought in your mind, immediately cut the thought and bring back your attention onto the breath. Easy and simple breath. Our goal in meditation is to make our minds empty. Let the posture be as comfortable as possible. When your posture is very comfortable, you will not be in body conscious. When there are no thoughts in mind, you will not be in mind consciousness. And there the meditation starts. Meditation is beyond the body and mind. So ensure that your posture of meditation is very comfortable and there are no thoughts in mind. Keep observing the breath, which is flowing inside and outside. The gentle, normal, natural breathing. There should be no forceful and impulsive breathing. Meditation is science. The first law of meditation says, when you are with the breath, mind naturally becomes empty. The second law of meditation says, when your mind is rather empty, partially or completely, the cosmic energy starts flowing inside our physical body, which is most essential for our daily needs. And the third law of meditation says, when abundant cosmic energy flows into the physicalness, our dormant third eye will open. Through the third eye, we will receive every guidance for our successful life. That is why we are doing meditation today. So, kindly keep your breath observed. Rest will be taken care by the breath. All we need to do is make your mind as empty as possible, remaining everything will be taken care by the breath. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Meditation is the alpha of spiritual journey. With meditation, we can achieve everything in life. When meditation is practiced every day, it will yield 1,000 benefits. When there is no meditation, we have to experience 1,000 losses. Let us experience 1,000 benefits out of meditation. Kindly do not open your eyes, be with your breath. Meditation, when done with music, is more powerful and more energetic, which takes us into deep state of meditation. Let us now listen to the music and step into deep meditation. Kindly do not open your eyes, be with your breath. Let there be no thoughts in mind, whatsoever it may be. Be with your breath. Keep observing the breath. Kindly do not open your eyes. Last 1 minute. Be with your breath. Be with the inner silence. Kindly do not open your eyes. Be with the inner silence. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. கண்களை திறக்காமல். Kindly do not open your eyes. Gently place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Kindly remove your hands and you may open your eyes slowly. Thank you, my dear friends. We have completed our 40 minutes of meditation today. And this has to be practiced daily basis. And be committed to yourself for the practice of meditation to yield maximum benefit. Now, the meditation time is over, and let us now go into the part of Satsang. Over to you, Naresh.
Thank you very much, Anna, Balaji. That was beautiful. I do not know why my video settings are showing as if there's too much of makeup happening. Let me just clean up that. Okay, that's beautiful. Perfect. Now that's me. I hope I'm audible and visible to all of you on the screen.
Yes.
Thank you. So today's let us discuss about pyramid energy, right? So we'll take around 15 minutes to talk about pyramid energy. And since most of us have already experienced what is pyramid energy, how to utilize pyramid as a tool, there would be a lot of questions that we might have. Beginners might question the existence of pyramids or usage of pyramids in meditation, or people who have been utilizing pyramids might have questions about how do we further improvise the usage or the utilization of pyramids in our day-to-day life. So we'll get into that aspect, right? So pyramid spiritual societies movement. All of us are a part of PSSM directly or indirectly, whoever is meditating in this session. And the vision and the mission is simple, that we spread meditation. So masters, there are three statements that we all might have learned, right? One is Dhyana Jagat, Shakara Jagat, and Pyramid Jagat. Now, what does it mean by what is the goal of Dhyana Jagat? So, when we are doing Dhyana Jagat, it means that we are talking about a meditative world, right? So, meditative world is there, but what is your world in it, right? So, when you meditate, you connect to yourself, right? So, spirituality is your personal growth, it's not a community growth. Spirituality is always your personal growth. So, when you meditate, you connect to yourself. So, that's what Dhyana Jagat is about. Shakahara Jagat. When you practice Shakahara Jagat, It means when you practice vegetarianism, you connect to the planet Earth, right? A lot of us think that I've stopped eating non-veg or meat or anything, and I'm spreading Shakara Jagat, but it is only a halfway cycle for me. So my perspective is, when you see yourself in this planet, animal kingdom, and you have the same emotions that you have to your friends, families, and you kind of consider everything as oneness, that's when we are completely following the cycle of Shakara Jagat, right? It's not a check in the box. Shakara Jagat is not just a check in the box of quitting non-vegetarian. And finally, the pyramid Jagat. So when you pyramid Jagat is where you connect to the celestial energy, or when you connect to the astral world. So PSSM has given us such a beautiful path, right? When we talk about Dhyana Jagat, when we talk about meditation, first we are connecting to ourselves. When we do Shakara Jagat, when we practice vegetarianism, we are connecting to our planet. And when we are practicing pyramid Jagat, or when we are kind of meditating or utilizing pyramid, we are connecting to the celestial energy or the astral world or the astral energy. Energy is the term that we are doing, right? So why is it? Is it something new that pyramid PSSM has started, or did we learn from somewhere? Yes, absolutely. If you really think about it, pyramids were there from multiple centuries, and we may not even know that backdated by when, or we all know about Giza pyramids, but most of us do not know about multiple civilizations where they were utilizing these pyramids in some or the other way. For example, Aztecs or Mayans were utilizing these pyramids as their religious centers or city centers. Few other civilizations were utilizing them as their city centers, especially to take any government or their local authority symbols. In our Indian culture, pyramids were there, but may not be the same shape like what we see in the Giza pyramid. Most of our temples that you visit, right? So they follow a certain shape. Gopuras is what we call, right? So we kind of have a deity in your Mula Virat is what we call a deity Mula Virat, placed at us in the inner sanctuary of the temple, and you see this huge gopuram that is built at top of on top of the pyramid, right? Now today, I want to take this example and give you all a perspective of what is needed for us to utilize the how can we best utilize the pyramid energy. It may not be the best explanation, but this is what I've been following in my personal life, and it is really kind of helping me out. And I hope that this explanation would trigger someone somewhere and it would follow on that. Always remember, friends, pyramid is a tool, right? For this tool, you need to give an input. We all might have heard that when you meditate under a pyramid, the energy experience is three folds, four folds, five folds, or whatever the experience that you get, right? So consider pyramid as a tool, and you have to give certain input. And whatever input that you give will be amplified because of the structure, which is the pyramid. Now, let's say you 95 percentage of the pyramid input is what you give it to it. Now, what is that? When you sit under a pyramid, when you meditate, you are manifesting something, or you are giving your state of mind, or you are giving your sadhana, that meditative state. The energy is what it is, the input that you're giving to the pyramid. Now, when you give that pyramid the input, and because of the structural aspect of it, let's assume that 95 percentage of what you give is the input, and 5% is what the structural aspect is giving. That 100% is what is getting multiplied here. If you go sit under a pyramid and start do sadhana, there is a certain energy that you kind of develop, and that particular energy is going to be multiplied, right? So when you sit under a pyramid, it's not just that the pyramid is going to take the energy itself and then kind of do everything by itself, right? So you have to energize the pyramid. So sadhana is the base, pyramid is the tool. Now when you look at the structure, The pyramid is built in such a way or kind of designed in such a way that the apex of the pyramid, this particular apex of the pyramid is expected to draw the energy. This apex of the pyramid is expected to draw the energy, and the base is built in such a way that it can disperse the energy equally and give you kind of there is a kind of a harmonization and a healing happens there. So point number one, we all need to understand that pyramid is the best tool that we can utilize, which is available, and the input matters, right? When you give, let's say alpha, it would make 3 alpha. When you make it gamma, it will make it 3 gamma. If when you give it beta, it would give it 3 beta. Now we might have a question like, okay, I go inside and kind of I might be in a sad state, and then if I'm kind of having a sad conversation inside a pyramid, will it fold? It will kind of will it amplify that emotion? No. This tool works on an energy level, not on an emotional level. So whatever energy that you give as an input will be amplified, and always kind of make it non-logical right now. Let's not think about more logical things, right? So how can I use this pyramid right now? Similar to pyramids, you have a lot of crystals and a lot. Patri sir has did beautiful experiments. Following Patri sir, I did a lot of experiments. So we have something called a kitchen pyramid, which is like a 2 by 2 pyramid that we place in our house. And I placed some bananas in the pyramid. And just little away from that, I placed, let's say 2 bananas is what I used under the pyramid, and 2 bananas, which is what I placed a little bit away from the pyramid. Now, what I've seen is the rate of decomposition of that particular bananas were getting rotten. We all know that it might take a week, it might take 10 days or close to that. But surprisingly, it's the same stem of bananas where I've seen that the bananas under the pyramid took a longer time to decompose compared to the bananas outside the pyramid. Now that's one thing which gave me an indication that yes, there is something in the pyramid, and there is certain energy that really kind of possess in the pyramid. It might be pranic energy, astral energy, or anything on there. Then I started meditating on the pyramid. So Jan 14th, 2023 or 2024 is when I built a pyramid in my house, and we started meditating under it. And I really felt a huge difference. Initially, again, I had a tendency of questioning everything. Initially, I thought it might be just the excitement that I built a pyramid myself, and I'm meditating under it, and because of which I'm feeling that positive vibes or blissful situation. But eventually, what I've understood is you will connect to yourself faster when you meditate under the pyramid, provided you have to always kind of go through the process of doing your sadhana under that pyramid and building the energies under that pyramid. I'm using pyramid for meditation, friends. I'm using pyramids in my kitchen, wherein my wife has a habit of soaking grains a day before, a night before, whatever we're going to use the next day. So we kind of soak the grains under the pyramid. We have jugs of water under the pyramid, and we have seen the difference when you kind of place a jug of water under your pyramid and drink it in the morning compared to what you drink directly from your RO system or the drinking system. That's the second difference that I've seen. I heard a lot of masters who spoke about healings. Their health was really kind of changed when they were sitting or when they were sleeping under a pyramid every day. There are a lot of testimonies that you can use. And these days we have seen a lot of pyramids, placed in the cars, in your work area, and everywhere, right? So you can use pyramids at any work area, personal area, or anywhere. But provided you should always understand that the input is you. You are the input for the pyramid. And that input doesn't have to be, for example, if I'm holding a pyramid, this is made of plastic and it is a 2-inch or a 3-inch pyramid. How do I sit under and give it the input of my sadhana? It doesn't have to be that, right? When you do your sadhana, by default there is a certain energy that you carry to yourself, the aura that carries to yourself, and that would be that is going to influence your pyramid, and the pyramid is also going to influence you as well, right? It's vice versa again, right? And there is one more thing that we learn, especially for the masters outside India, is does the pyramid have to be only in a copper shape with the copper metal, or what is the best metal or the best material that we need to that we can use to build a pyramid? My understanding is scientifically copper is a good conductor of energy. So if all of us are going to building copper pyramids and very fond of copper pyramids. It might be the cost, right? It might be a right thing, but think about it. Our PVI pyramid, or maybe the Kartal pyramid, or what the pyramids that we are building in Dallas right now, Omega pyramid, they are not made of copper or any other metal, right? They are proper pyramids, right? Then the Giza pyramid. What is important is the apex. Now, the apex is something at the top which conducts the energy. If you have such questions and you want to go scientifically, you can place a capping or like a small cap of your copper pyramid, gold pyramid, or anything on your apex. Even the Giza pyramid, what you see, used to have an apex at the top. But what I think, because over the years and centuries, that particular apex might have been lost. But there was a metal pyramid, metal apex at the top. And that apex is known to draw the energies. We call it astral energy, we call it celestial energy, and that is apex is very important. And does all the pyramids can conduct it? Depends. We talk about Giza pyramids. Giza pyramid runs on a specific angle. How many of us know that what is the angle of the Giza pyramid? Right? 51 degrees and 52 minutes is what we call it, right? So when you look at a pyramid, this particular pyramid is kind of a replica of the Giza pyramid. So the angle is basically the side. When you build this side with a slope of 51 degrees and 52 minutes, which is close to 51.8 degrees, 52 degrees, is when it can amplify the energy. And how does the pyramid energy amplify, and why is the shape very important, right? If you guys are comfortable, I want to share my screen. Are we good for that? Can I
Yes,
share my?
Naresh. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. And then can I get a thumbs up or something that you guys are following? I know I'm not really kind of giving the conventional knowledge or what you expect from a pyramid, but this is what we have to practice going forward, right? So I'm sharing my screen. If you look at this, all I did was just you can search for something like chambers in Egypt's Great Pyramid, and that's all. You will get it, right? So this particular angle and this shape will enable the pyramid to concentrate the energy. Now, if there is a deviation in the angle, probably you may not get the distribution of the energy correctly, right? I'm sure most of us might have heard about the king's chamber in the pyramid. In our PVI pyramid, Kartal pyramid, or Giza pyramid, we have king's chamber, right? So the reason they built king's chamber is because of the shape that it is built when the energy is being amplified from the top, and because of the shape of it, there is a certain area where the entire energy is being concentrated. Now, if you see the orange part, or this particular specific area, is where the entire area of energy is concentrated. And because of that, you see at a certain level, at a certain height in the pyramid, you experience more energies. And hence, you have the King's Pyramid. Technically, in Giza Pyramid, you have both King's Chamber and as well as Queen's Chamber too, right? So this was not known to us until 80s. The Giza Pyramid was thought to be a kind of a solid structure until they did a LiDAR test back in 80s, and then they realized that there are certain structures within the Giza Pyramid. And if you can see within the Giza Pyramid, there was a King's Chamber and there was a Queen's Chamber. And when they started looking at why is that there is a king's chamber, why is that there is a queen's chamber, that's when they started doing the projections on the angle and then work on it. Now that's where they have found that the energy concentration was happening more in the king's chamber, and little bit, comparatively little bit energy concentration was also happening more in the queen's chamber. Perfect. So it's all energy, friends. It's all absolute energy. You also have heard about Russian pyramids. You also heard about Nubian pyramids, which is nothing but a Russian pyramid again. In our Indian culture, all of us have experience, especially in the Hindu religion, we have Sri Yantras. Every temple or most of the temples have Sri Yantras, right? If you look at the Sri Yantra, it is also a kind of a celestial structure, right? So why do we need this structure? I may not be an expert or I may not have a scientific backup on what I'm saying, but I truly believe, and I live with this, what I'm saying right now is these structures, because of the angle and because of the capability of connecting to the celestial energy or the astral energy, can help connect to multiple dimensions. Markaba pyramid has got multiple dimensions to it. Our Sri Chakram is kind of a Markaba pyramid, right? Our ancestors have designed Sri Chakram in such a way that whenever you go into any regular or on an average house in India, especially from a Hindu religion, you'll see this Sri Chakras or some other chakras, some other yantras and everything placed at your doorsteps. But when you go to a temple, these chakras are always laid down. If you go to Sri Shailam, if you go to any pilgrim page, you'll see the Sri Chakram laid down because it is kind of a establishment, a pyramid, which is nothing but your energy centers, right? So point number one, friends, pyramid is the best energy tool that we have, that we all have to utilize. And 95% of the input is you. You have to do your sadhana. You have to, have a proper intention manifestation, and the energy is what the pyramid is going to amplify. Emotions. It's not the emotions, but it's the energy. Third is multiple uses of pyramids. Use them in your meditation room, use them in your kitchens, use them in your bedrooms. There is a lot of energy conscious that you would get. You would connect to yourself. uh, Possible healings are happening, and I believe in that. I've seen a lot of people claiming that they were able to heal themselves in these pyramids, provided you kind of meditate and energize the area, right? And finally, trust in what we have right now in terms of why the king's chamber and all. There has been a lot of uh, progress that we have seen this year and a year before with reference to Giza pyramids, that there is a structure under the Giza pyramids. There were 8 columns where there were coils of copper rods, and there is a structure and a building kind of a thing under the Giza pyramids. So scientists are still working to understand what is it and how is it, but it is real. It is real, and make use of it. I really want to stop my conversation right now and make it more interactive. If you have any questions based on it, I'm sure we'll be able to talk more about it. Friends, do we have any questions on pyramid energy so far? Can they unmute themselves? Okay. Sivisha Garu, can the participants unmute themselves, or is there a restriction?
Yeah, there is a restriction, Naresh, but yes, so friends, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand, we can unmute you, or you can type in the chat box.
Beautiful, because most of us do know about pyramids. I'm not surprised about it. And one thing I want to clarify is, please do not look for, building a pyramid only by copper. Start your sadhana and start your sadhana and then utilize this. So sadhana is important, and pyramid is going to amplify that sadhana. Where can we buy them? So Ramagaru, where are you based out of? Are you in the States, India, or which country are you based in? Bangalore. I think PVS might have something there, right? Or there is a website which PMC Hindi works on, Urja Fi. That's also one of the sites that I know in India. And Ayappa Pindigaru has got pyramids this thing. So Gangadhar Garu, if you're in New Jersey, in Dallas, what we are doing is we have already built 3D printed pyramid connectors. We are shipping them, or probably we have priced it at $35. So you can get a set of connectors, which is 3D printed connectors for $35 plus shipping, and will help you to build the pyramid at your place. So there are some websites, Urjafy, and I do not know what is the website of Ayappa Pindiji. And there are a lot of masters whom we know who are actually kind of selecting this, uh, making these connectors and selling the pyramids masters. I got one more which says I'm just posting it here in the main chat. 51 pyramids, yeah, 51 pyramids is what Ayappa Pindiji does. And there is satyamaystore.com. That's one of the other resources. Perfect, Jim. Thank you very much. And I started with a pyramid cap, masters. I started with the pyramid cap, then experienced it, built pyramids. Now we have developed a 3D printer pyramid. So for masters who are in India, generally, if you want to buy the copper connectors, it is costing around $200 to $300 or more than that. So we wanted to kind of shift it around. So we built this connectors for about $35. I think it's beautiful. We can always connect offline, and we can talk about it. Super. So, Masters, does anyone have any other questions related to pyramid or pyramid energy or anything else on that? You can raise your hand. Gangadhar Garu.
Yeah, thank you for the good meditation and pyramid explanation. I'm continuously doing like a meditation from last 1 month almost. So just I want to know, like a pyramid, for pyramid we need to give input. So can you take like some few examples, like what are the inputs we can take in?
So you are the input for that, Gangadharji. That's what I have learned. You build a pyramid, you create that ambience. Let's say you have a meditation room in your house or a certain space, at one particular corner, you build a pyramid, maybe 4 feet, 5 feet, whatever is your convenience. You sit down for meditation and you meditate. Now, when you meditate, that sadhana, the energy that you're getting is the input that it starts with. You don't have to do anything else, just meditate under the pyramid. Sometimes what we do is I place some crystals under the pyramid too.
Okay.
And crystal is one of like that, yeah.
Okay, so input is means like it's not with mind that I can apply something like some advantage, like my goal, something. It's not like that, right? Just we need to meditate.
That's the meditation part, right? So what you meditate, sometimes we do manifestations in your meditation. Sometimes you keep certain intention in your meditation, or sometimes you really kind of have your regular sadhana where you don't have any manifestation or intentions to that particular meditation, but it's your regular sadhana, right? You meditating is important under it.
Okay.
And the other uses, let's say I'm talking about healing, right? Few of them really kind of build a pyramid over their bedrooms or beds, maybe a 10 by 10 pyramid, and they can have the complete bed under it, or maybe a 2 by 2 pyramid and hang it on the top of the bed. That also helps.
Okay. Yeah. So, and one more question, just like not for the pyramid. I think the day before yesterday, like it's a full moon day, something I was reading the messages. So that day, like I got a chance to do like a meditation, like morning, after, and evening. Still, I'm a beginner, but at least I spent like each sitting like 40 minutes. So two of them sittings, I like still I'm like falling into sleep. So just I want to know, like, yeah, I saw last time Prithvi also mentioned like getting into sleep is like a yoga nidra or dhyana nidra something. So that's okay. But just I want to like I'm in a good direction, like I'm in a correct direction, or am I doing some wrong? Because every time I'm falling into sleep. And like so is it okay like if I do like a 2 or 3 sittings like each 40 minutes? So beginner, like Prithvi also suggested, so for beginners like do meditation with less time, like so now it's 1 month, so can I increase my meditation time? Yeah.
So I'll answer this question in three ways so that if there are, maybe it can work out, right? First thing is, when you meditate, you are feeling like you're sleeping off or you're dozing off in your meditation. Is it good or not? Right?
It's
So
good.
there are two things of it, right? One is, for you to get to that meditative state, your body needs to support you. For example, if Naresh is working from, let's say, 5 in the morning till 5 in the evening, I had a very tiresome day. It may not be laborious. I might be sitting in my office room in front of a laptop and I've been working for that 12 weeks, 12 hours. So my body is tired, right? Mentally, I'm tired. When you sit through your meditation, your body will support your should support your meditative state. So as soon as I sit into a meditation, you receive a certain energy. And let's think about this way, right? So when you doze off in your meditation, it means that your body is resting. As soon
Okay.
as it receives, it completes the energy fill that it wants. Sometimes you feel like you're waking up in your meditative state, and all of a sudden you feel all energized. It means that your body has received the required rest or the energy that it needs, and you are ready for meditation, and you have to continue. And then further you get into that meditative state. So there are two things happening. You're receiving energy is
Okay.
evident. Your
Mm-hmm.
body relaxed is evident. So it is
Okay.
good, don't worry. As we practice further, you will get into the lifestyle of meditativeness. And when you have a proper lifestyle, you will plan your day properly. Your body knows that you will have it gets its energy and rest at that particular time, and you go on to that. That's point number one. Point number two is it okay for me to meditate just by multiple sessions, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 and 40? It is okay. But longer meditations have always have its own benefits. I personally have seen that after a 3 hour mark, when I sit for a meditation after a 3 hour mark, that thoughtlessness state kicks in much better for me. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, I might have to sit for 3 hours, and after that 3 hours is beautiful and blissful for me. For someone
Okay.
else, it might be 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, but for me, it is beautiful. So I would recommend you to practice longer sessions. And that longer sessions doesn't have to be, if you can do it every day, this is the best, right?
Okay.
I will connect this answer to your Paurnima. Scientifically, when you talk about Paurnimas or Amavasyas, there is a planetary alignment happening, right? So the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun will fall into a certain planetary alignment, because of
Mm-hmm.
which the energy or the energy levels are too high, that
Mm-hmm.
when you meditate in that particular planetary alignment state, you experience something better and different. So that's why every Paurnima, if you see, the waves are always on a higher side, right? They're always on a higher side, and bigger waves are formed in the ocean during Purnima, during Amavasya, and during certain days, because the
Okay.
planetary alignment is different. And I want all of us to utilize that Purnima dhyanas, and you
Mm-hmm.
would feel better and stronger energies during Purnimas. And that's why, so me personally, we would meditate overnight during Purnimas.
Okay. Yeah. So why I'm doing like a multiple sessions means, so as I'm a beginner, like I think maybe I heard wrong. Like should not do like a longer or for beginners. So I can do like I can sit more than 40, but I'm putting alarm and stopping in like after 40 or 50 minutes. So
Think about
so
this
I
way,
can
right?
do.
So do not consider your meditation as a task. It is a
Okay.
sadhana, right? And this sadhana may or may not be something that you have started in this lifetime. The sadhana, you might have some practiced in your previous lifetimes too. Your soul has already experienced this sadhana. So in this lifetime, you may be capable of doing more than what you're doing right now, right? So do not limit yourself on that. No one, if someone said that, you should not do longer meditations because you're a beginner, I do not know the reasoning behind it. But for me, if I have time for 20 minutes, I sit for meditation. If I see a break where I have free time, instead of browsing through my Instagram or Facebook videos, I kind of I want to utilize those breaks for meditation, calm myself, and then continue my work. If I can create a schedule that I meditate for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it is beautiful. So Patriji said this: you do 3 hours of meditation, 2 hours of swadhyaya, and 1 hour of sajjana sangatya. And again, it is
Okay.
all dependent on that, sir.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Naresh.
Thank you, Andy. Ramagaru posted a question: can we keep pyramids under the bed? It's a coincidence that I just heard maybe like an hour before that one of the masters placed pyramids under the table where you have the cupboard, where you have the space storage area. They have placed pyramids under the in that storage area, and they felt good. That is also energy. Yes, please try that too. Ramagaru, you can unmute yourself, Ramagaru, if you have any other question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Thank you, Master Naresh, and thank you, PSSM, for conducting this program. I've benefited a lot every day by each person coming and sharing something so very valuable. I have been to Pyramid Valley, and when I've sat under the pyramid, I could really feel the vibration in my body. It shakes. It really shakes. And then we know that we are energy bodies and not physical. But my getting a pyramid at home and fixing one has been a long history. I've still not done it. I've not taken an initiative there. That's come in only after I joined the when I was introduced to the breath meditation by Patriji. Only last year I joined, and then everyone's talking about the pyramid, and so now I'm very keen on buying pyramids. So now, from what you've said, sir, Master, I understand that we can hang it on the roof. I have some facility in my drawing room where I do all my sadhanas also. So I can hang it on the roof, or I can keep it on the table, or I can keep it in the kitchen also, and under the bed is what I understand. In my bedroom also, I want to facilitate one. So either I keep it under the bed or I hang it on the ceiling is what I understand. Correct me if my understanding is correct.
You're right, Ramaji, but be mindful of the weight of the pyramid. So if you want to hang a pyramid at the top, look for something which is on a lighter pyramid so that it can stay strong on the ceiling, right? So because it is India, the ceilings are mostly stronger. We are good with that, but just be mindful on that. Rest all are good. They can utilize the pyramid energy in whatever way it is. I personally am using in meditation kitchens, in the bedroom. I've installed a pyramid in my backyard too. So every evening I just go sit under the pyramid in the backyard and just kind of do my meditations.
Interesting. Thank you, Master.
Thank you. Beautiful, masters. Okay, I got one more here. It says, I'm new to PSSM. Where can we get pyramids in USA? Or can we build our own pyramid, and how to energize it before we start it? I'm posting my phone number here, Master. I don't see the name there, but you can always reach out to me. I can help you get a pyramid in USA. So you can just WhatsApp me or text me. We'll get in touch, and I can help you with that. And Ramagaru, we have a warrior of the ton of volunteers in Bangalore. So if you need any help building pyramid, please do let us know. We'll take your details and connect you to one of the volunteers who can help you build that pyramid for you. Thank you, Ji. Perfect. I don't see more questions. Is it okay we kind of call it a day, or do we want to listen to any other? Can we do meditation on our bed on a split condition? So what is on a split condition? What is the split condition, Sumati Garu? I'll see if I can. You can unmute Sumati ji. Oh, during sickness. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, you can do that. So few of the masters would prefer placing a pyramid on a complete bigger pyramid on your bed. Few of them want to prefer, just hanging at the top. I've seen masters taking this 1 feet pyramids or half-feet pyramids, multiple pyramids placing on the top. So you can do it. There is no limit on that. Perfect. So Ramagaru, we have posted few references in the chat. You can always use that and order yourself a pyramid. You can buy that. And being in Bangalore, I think you'll get more connects through PVI, and they can guide you with that. Would customizing change? If you want to customize the angle, the benefits might change, but you can build a pyramid in terms of whatever size that you prefer. If you have 4 people meditating in your house, maybe you can look for a pyramid for about 8 feet or 10 feet pyramid in the base, which would easily accommodate more than 4 to 6 people. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Masters. Thank you for taking this time, and it is so beautiful that we have our journey. This is a beautiful time, right? 26 days of our journey is very good. Thank you to all who are traveling with us from day one, and thank you to all who all are kind of in between, joined us in between, and let's complete this 33 days of session. And it's not the end. There are a lot of masters, a lot of organizers conducting these sessions, and we'll keep you posted on how we keep ourselves connected to these sessions. So sorry, I forgot to put my name. It is Parul from New Jersey. I'll contact you. Thank you, Parulji. You can always get in touch. We can help you with that. Thank you. Perfect, masters. Thank you all. You have a nice day, nice evening from wherever you are, and see you all tomorrow.